traffic. He's now experienced New York City traffic firsthand. Everything was blocked up. It's the summer, it's hot, but he comes all the way from Israel. He has a great innovative tech company. We interviewed him via Skype at Infocom 2015. The company is NoviSign. They do digital signage, audience engagement, all sorts of great social media aspects and engagement with the audience, social media walls, all sorts of fun stuff. And this is the brains behind it. The guy who founded the company came up with it, him and his team. They're the brains behind it. NoviSign is the company. And Gil, thank you so much for being here. All the way from Israel, you came to see us. I appreciate it. You liked the interview so much at Infocom. You just had to come see us.
Yes, so it was Skype, it was fun, it was interesting, but then we say, you know, we need to see the real studio, and today I'm here with you, and it's very lovely here in New Jersey. You know, it's a very nice place to be. Your studio is very nice.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. This is your first time on Periscope. We've been Periscoping for a little while. Hi, Periscopers. It's a completely different feed of video. We're piping them audio, and they watch like crazy on Periscope. We've got, we're up to like 2,500 viewers a day about, you know, give or take a little. I love these guys. They're terrifics as well. What's up, Periscope? We've got Jenny in Finland watching on Periscope. Can you believe that?
No, it's very nice. Actually, I wasn't familiar with that. You know, you used to YouTube, you used the website, but you know, it's coming now to your mobile, and we watched together today. It's just great how the world is getting progress every day.
And live video is where it's at for sure. So, NoviSign, tell me about NoviSign. I know that a lot of people saw the interview at Infocom, but let's just remind some people who didn't see it what you guys do exactly. I describe it as a very affordable, either do it yourself or hire somebody to do it, but you can do it yourself, digital signage experience. I would say similar to Wix or Squarespace for building your website, this is doing your digital signage.
Yeah, so we try to come with a very easy way to have everybody take a screen and broadcast to the screen. And the question is how to broadcast to the screen. So digital signage was more like images and video. So first we provide digital signage, which is easy to use. You just drag and drop component and you can build your own sign, dynamic sign, but we are much more than that. So we add to our platform many social component, interactive component, and many other web components which you can show on the screen. So just by drag and drop from any web browser, you can broadcast to any screen from anywhere in the world to any screen in the world.
I love that. I want to do one, and we're going to. You and I talked about it. We're going to do one in our lobby. We're going to do one in our greeting area. Both of those will have live feeds of BeTerrific and also some social media and some pictures. I want to do one in here where we can have tweets and we can have Instagram and we can have our logo, but we can also have tweets and Instagram and maybe some sponsor logos pop up and do all sorts of different things so that the viewers can see this screen beautifully with different things instead of just having a BeTerrific logo all the time.
Yeah, and that's what we are targeting. We try to help the people using NoviSign, not just to have a static, you know, video and images, but as you go live and you have live broadcasting all the time, we also want to enable people to bring it to the screen. So not just to have a static thing, but dynamic, live, breathing, feeding screens that will be interesting and updating all the time.
I think what's really awesome too is they work on iOS devices in beta, right? But they work on tablets for Android. So you can put it on a tablet, you can put it on a phone. In addition to that, and more exciting, is that you can put it on a Chrome box or an Android box, and so this little 150 or 250, you know, $150 to $250 box plugged into the TV gets the wireless connection from the internet, and boom, there you have it, and it can change in real time. So when I make a change from Nebraska, it shows up here on this screen in New Jersey.
Yeah, so why not use the website, the web and all the internet, you know, to the screen, and that's actually what we are doing. We want our users to take any screen, just mount it on the wall, and connect it via, you know, via Android, via Chromebox, via either Windows or iOS, and then from this point of time, you know, whatever you set on your browser will show up on the screen immediately.
Yeah, I mean, and I've used it. So that's the thing. The extender just asked me in the Slack chat. He said, how did I first become aware of NoviSign? How did I find you guys? And the reality is that I had two people asking me about digital signage in a small time period before we did anything with Infocom. And one was a guy who owned a bagel store. And to do digital signage the traditional way for him made no sense. It would have cost him $20,000. And I said to him, how many more bagels are you going to sell because of the signage that is going to make you spend $20,000? What's going to make it worth that? You're just making your place nicer? I don't understand that. What's the margin on these products? Are you going to upsell dessert or a cream cheese spread or a special day that much more because you have a sign? And who's going to update the content, and who's going to update the display? And who, you're going to pay somebody to install this and do all this stuff. So, okay, he was number one. He wanted me to do the videos and photos for it, and I said, I'll do it, but, and then he asked me about digital signage. Then was my good friend, Stan, from Jacqueline Stanley Opticians, and Stan says, look, I've got a storefront in a very popular district, and I lose business because at night people just look in and I can't show every single frame in the whole place. I can only show, 10 frames in the window. I want to put in a screen. Okay, I looked for everything that would be good for him. I helped him out, and I said, how about we take an Android tablet and we put this NoviSign app on it, and you feed NoviSign to it, and you can update it all the time, and he loves it. It works great. I said, oh, this is good. And I did a lot of research, and it was just phenomenal. And I built it for him in a matter of hours, and I made a video for him and popped it right in. And then he's able to change it dynamically. Now he changes it. He takes photos of the new glasses that come in, and it changes, and he loves it. He's added 2 more of these devices in the store, and he thinks he might want to go with a bigger screen and an Android box in the store. Then you've got the bagel guy who I went back to and said, hey, listen, if you want to do something, this is what you should do. And he loved that idea, and now he's got this set up, right? It just makes a lot of sense. So I then was hired as the master of ceremonies for the digital signage stage last year, which was very different than what we did this year at Infocom, because I changed the format. And I tried to get you guys on, but unfortunately you couldn't make it all the way from Israel. And so this year I said, you have to be on. Again, you had a scheduling conflict, but we got you there via Skype because it is a big part of digital signage, and I like it.
Yeah, it's great. Digital signage are getting advanced every day. And everybody that goes out in the street, in the store, there are more and more screens popping all around us. And the question is how to broadcast the content on the screen. And using NoviSign, we want everyone to be able to manage his content, his screen, and we want the screens to be adapted to the place that they are located. So we see a great change, evolution with all the signage, and we try to provide the best software to enable anyone to update his screen and his content, because today it's not only to be on the websites, it's also to be on the walls of the business, of the events, for all the places that we go to.
I love that you found affordable hardware to work on. It's not your hardware. I like that too. You have software that can be updated all the time. So anytime you update the software, the customer benefits from that. And then they can update their signage at any time. It just seems like just this great way to do it, and it's an easy way to do it as well. And there are a lot of great companies out there, but this is I really think you guys are a great company, and I think you're very innovative.
Oh, thank you very much. So, yeah, basically we are a software guy, we are a software company. We want to make sure we have the best software, the operational system, the software that will enable the creation of the content, the broadcast, and then the monitoring to see that everything is going okay. But we leave the screens and the players for the people who understand about hardware. So basically they can buy any screen in the store right nearby them, mount them on the wall, and as all the screens are getting to be smarter, because there is a small tablet, big tablet, an iPod, so any device, a screen, display that you put NoviSign application on, it can just get the feed from remote and update the screen. So we focus on the software. You can get your own hardware. You can choose the size, the vendor which is comfortable to you, and we try to keep it easy and in a good price point that anyone can use it.
You know what I think is interesting is that if enough clients also, they say, hey, we'd really like this feature, you can add that feature, and they're not paying a new software license or have to upgrade the software or anything. It happens automatically. Talk about the cost, because I've mentioned it, you've mentioned it, but it's very reasonable, isn't it?
Yeah, so so there is the NoviSign cost for the software. As you mentioned before, you can take any screen, and also you can take the players. The Chrome boxes, they are starting at 150, 250, depending on the power of the device. But if you go to the Android, then the price is much lower. Android players can start from 20, 30 US dollars if you have like simple needs, but as you need more videos, you maybe take like a stronger player, but still you can stay with less than $100 for a player that can support videos, live social media, images, rolling text, and so on. So the initial installation, the screens, the player is cheap, and also our software is something that is affordable. You can go online to novisign.com, and in $20 US per screen per month, you can have your own studio, your broadcast platforms. It's an all-in-one, it's in the cloud, and there is no any other cost than the $20 US a month.
That's great. I like that a lot. That's really, really reasonable, really affordable, and I like that it's affordable across the board. How many people do you have working for you guys? Is it like a 20-person team, a 50-person team? I know you're growing a lot.
Yeah, we're growing. So we started 4 people, and today we are more than 4 years in the business. We have a core of around 10 plus people working for the office, and with today's world, you have a lot of contractors, freelancers, partners. So basically, there are more than 20 people operating to bring the product out to the world, which 10 of them plus are core, and the rest are people that are working with us, together with us, in different sorts of combinations to bring this